Sister Wives star Meri Brown opened up about learning to live with the discomfort in her life in a surprising new post, which aired some dirty laundry about her tension with Kody Brown and former sister wife Janelle Brown. Throughout Sister Wives season 19, it's been clear that Meri is turning over a new leaf. While she has been struggling to understand her newfound independence, she's been trying to make her life without a plural family make more sense. Pushing herself to a new place of independence, Meri's been open with her followers about how she's dealt with her difficulties. Meri's working through a moment where she's seeing herself change in real time. In a new post, Meri opened up about the strength it takes to handle remaining calm in the unknown as things shift and turn around me, and leaning into all the emotions when really I just want to run, to hide, to scream. While Meri's been through a lot in her life, it's clear that there's a new level of understanding about the discomfort in her independent life after plural marriage. There is something raw and honest about letting myself just feel. It's incredibly uncomfortable, Meri shared, explaining though it's tough to handle dark emotions, she's here for it. What Meri Brown's powerful new life update means amid Coyote Pass drama. Meri's learning not to run from her hurt feelings. Although Meri has been trying to keep her followers up to date with what's happening in her life, it's clear that there are some missing pieces that many expect to see in Sister Wives season 19's second half. Meri, who's been handling her split from Kody well and acknowledging the fact that she's still in a state of change, has been opening up about her deepest emotions with her followers. Sharing more about her discomfort is an interesting choice for the former sister wife, who's been trying to reconcile the way she spent her life with what she knows now. As Meri has moved through this new chapter of her life, she's been working hard to understand what she wants from herself and what she needs from her environment. Opening up about the fact that she's learning to sit in uncomfortable feelings of darkness or despair is a plus, and the fact that Meri has been doing what she can to share those feelings is even better. Knowing that she's stronger than her emotions, Meri's been doing a wonderful job confronting her discomfort head-on, which can't be easy for someone who wasn't taught to do so in their formative years. Our take on Meri finding the strength to overcome a desire to run and hide. Meri's doing a great job of moving forward. Although Meri still has a lot to make sense of, she's been able to move through this tough time in a positive way. While she's doing her best to maintain her independence, Meri's working through a moment where she's seeing herself change in real time. Moving from the way she's been living for over 30 years to a new, fresh way of life can't be easy, but Meri's been navigating a tricky situation with ease. Making space for herself and her biggest, most difficult emotions, Meri seems to understand that the only way out of her discomfort is to move forward. Signs Meri Brown doesn't want to be associated with Sister Wives or the Brown family in her newly independent life. Sister Wives star Meri Brown has been vocal about her newly independent life after her split from Kody Brown, but it feels like there are signs looming about her wanting to be free of the stigma of her marriage to Kody, Sister Wives, and the rest of the family as she moves forward. Meri, who was married to Kody for over 30 years before their divorce in late 2022, has been open about her life after her long-term relationship. While Meri and Brown, Kody's only remaining wife, appeared to have a decent relationship, things have shifted for the star. Meri's behavior since her divorce has changed in ways that Sister Wives viewers both expected and are surprised by. While most believe that Meri would find her own independence after leaving Kody and begin to understand that her, Janelle Brown, and Christine Brown had all been struggling in their relationships in unnecessary ways, seeing how far away from her plural family Meri has strayed has concerned some fans. Meri has made her mark as a newly independent woman, sharing more about her life online than ever, and there are signs she wants to sever ties after Sister Wives season 19. Meri has often been the one to cross lines and overshare for the rest of the family in the past. Meri's been clear she only speaks for herself. She doesn't want others to feel spoken for. Although Meri has been the longest-standing member of the plural marriage outside of Kody, her recent content has made it clear that she doesn't want to speak for anyone else. Meri has been open about the fact that she's not interested in making claims or guesses as how other members of the Brown family may feel, think, or behave because she's only able to account for herself. While this may, at first glimpse, may seem like a non-issue, Meri has often been the one to cross lines and overshare for the rest of the family in the past. Meri wasn't happy to be asked questions about the Browns. She doesn't want to talk about the family. As Meri has moved through her time away from plural marriage, it's become increasingly clear that she doesn't want to be associated with her former sister wives or Kody within her public persona. Distancing herself with her content, Meri has presented as more of a lone wolf than ever on Instagram and in her live videos. Sharing that she doesn't want to talk about things she can't answer, like issues with Kody or future Sister Wives episodes, Meri has been tough to pin down when asked about anyone but herself. Meri's behavior has been concerning in some ways, as she's still part of the cast of Sister Wives and spent over 30 years of her life with the Brown family. Throughout the first half of Sister Wives Season 19, Meri made it clear that though she's striking out on her own, she still has ties to Janelle, Christine, Robyn, and Kody. Now, judging by her more current content, it seems likely that Meri has reversed her thinking on her relationships with the rest of the Brown family and hopes to move away from them within her own online spaces. Separated herself from the rest of the family during a live. She wants to be her own entity. During a recent live, some viewers were frustrated with the way Meri was talking about those who asked questions about the other members of the Brown family, as she seemed to be dismissing their curiosities. While Meri has every right to feel the way she feels when Sister Wives is brought up, she also is very much known for being on the show and her involvement in plural marriage. Meri should likely expect the show to be brought up, but according to /flyingfig20 on Reddit, she appeared to get angry at the idea of discussing the family. While Meri is welcome to her feelings, she should likely be accounting for her fans asking more about Kody, Robyn, Christine, and Janelle in the future. With the Reddit user revealing that Meri got really irritated when people were asking her questions about Sister Wives and the Browns, it's clear that she needs a bit more time to heal from the wounds of her past and talk about them causally. With Meri getting so wrapped up in people grouping her with her former family, it's clear she's pushing away from them further as her life continues to change. I now understand why Meri Brown refuses to be silenced again. Sister Wives star Meri Brown grew up in a polygamous family, which helped shape her current worldview. The 53-year-old mother of one was Kody Brown's first wife, but he would eventually go on to have 4 wives in total. Kody took on an additional wife soon after marrying Meri, so she didn't get much alone time with her new husband. Though Meri had experienced the polygamous lifestyle since childhood because of her parents, it was very different as a wife who had to share her husband. In 2022, after 32 years of marriage, the Sister Wives Season 19 star walked away from her polygamous husband. Since leaving Kody, Meri has refused to stay silent about her failed marriage. Her experiences growing up in polygamy may have influenced her. Meri believed in the principle. She chose to live in a plural marriage. Meri wanted to continue to live in polygamy because she believed in the principle. After Kody finally pushed Meri away, she still insisted on going to their church for the dissolution of their spiritual union. Kody had already legally divorced Meri in 2014. He wanted to adopt Robyn's children, which would be easier if he and Robyn were married. Meri agreed to grant the divorce. I think she may have expected him to remarry her after the adoption was finalized, but he stayed married to Robyn instead. Meri grew up having to keep secrets, must be silent. Since leaving Kody, Meri has been more vocal about her needs, and she recently posted an Instagram that may explain why. Meri's post begins with, growing up in a plural family in Utah in the 1970s with a dad on the police force. He needs to provide for his family, must be silent. Her post goes on to describe the challenges of growing up in polygamy and having to keep secrets. Now that she's walking away from the principle, Meri refuses to stay silent any longer. I'm worthy of being heard, Meri's post reads. Would Meri ever be in another polygamous relationship? She's looking for a one-woman man. Meri wasn't the first of Kody's wives to leave the marriage. That honor goes to 52-year-old Christine Brown, who left her 27-year marriage in 2021. Christine started dating again right away. She quickly met and married David Woolley during a Sister Wives televised special. Meri seems more interested in following in Christine's footsteps than in pursuing another plural marriage. Sister Wives Season 19 has been a wild ride, and Robyn and Kody have clashed on screen, showing off the darker side of their relationship, so maybe producers will choose to focus on Christine Brown in a possible Season 20. For 19 installments, Kody has aired his journey with 4 wives. Now it's just him and Robyn and the ghosts of the past that continue circulating day in and day out. There's a lot of negativity and darkness. Kody's very irritable. Even Robyn's complained about his attitude. As well, Kody's fighting with his exes over the fate of Coyote Pass. Meanwhile, the man who pushed 3 wives away has said that his exes and their kids turned on him only because he fell in love with Robyn. However, there may be more to it than that. For example, Kody won't sell Coyote Pass, even though 2 other wives, Janelle and Meri Brown, own stakes in the property. They want it sold so they can get paid. That leaves Kody in the driver's seat, but unwilling to really drive anywhere. He is stalling. If the focus shifted to a cheerier cast member, Christine, the show's energy could become electric. Christine's in a better place in her life. She's found real happiness. Maybe it's time for a cast shakeup. Kody and Robyn argue with each other and everyone else. While some drama is desirable in a reality series, the issue is that the fights always seem the same. Kody never really takes accountability for all that he's done, and that means that he doesn't grow a lot as a person. Kody just continues playing the victim with everyone around him, even his long-suffering exes and some of their children. Meanwhile, sister wives Christine Brown's a whole new woman. She's happier than she's ever been. If she was the main star of a potential Sister Wives season 20, she might light up screens, offering viewers more hope, good energy, and inspiration. As it stands, Kody's bringing a lot of shadowy energy. He doesn't really seem like a role model. Christine, on the other hand, who was brave enough to leave and find happiness, is a shining light. She's someone it's easy to look up to. Christine's got David, and they have amazing adventures. They're renting out a second property together. David and Christine are building an Arab empire. The first Moab, Utah home they decided to rent out is beautiful, situated close to gorgeous hiking trails and majestic red rocks. Christine has healthy and loving bonds with her kids. Even the bombastic Kody Brown melts around his mother. Christine's riding a wave of joy. Watching her smile feels so good. Since Christine's so jolly and hopeful, she could energize sister wives, turning a sometimes tired series into something totally new. Above, she gets real, talking about how fear held me back. In life, we all have to face what scares us head-on, the metaphorical monsters that attack us. Trying to destroy our dreams or peace of mind can be battled and even defeated. Christine is living proof that this is possible. Kody and Robyn could still be featured on the series, but maybe not as much. The change might be good for everyone. If the show continues with Kody and Robyn arguing with the exes, who are holding a lot of bitterness, and without a firm decision about Coyote Pass, it might actually lead to the show's denouement. How long can viewers watch the same scenes unfold? With Christine as the leading cast member, Sister Wives could be about multiplying love in a whole new way through bravery, optimism, and adventure. As the trailblazer who fled the family, searching for joy and fulfillment, she seems like the right leader, especially since Kody's still so resentful over the downfall of the Brown family. He doesn't seem to understand that he was the prime mover in that situation. Perhaps he never will. Christine is a Sister Wives queen. She should reign on the series. A truly warm and alive woman like Christine can lead without the pettiness. Remember how she sold her share of Coyote Pass for a measly $10, just to be done with the whole situation? Happiness and freedom meant more to her than money. That is the type of woman who can invigorate a series poisoned by endless and meandering feuds. Christine knows how to go into the light, and I want her to take us on her magical mystery tour. While Kody and Robyn might be the secret ingredient that keeps this show spicy, the on-screen drama feels a bit stilted lately. If the two had less screen time, maybe they could work on their problems and then come back strong in a possible season 21. A little time out could help them to count their blessings and show off a new spirit of gratitude in a future installment. Sister Wives cast members are in stalemate, and if producers make a move, it'll change the whole vein. As Sister Wives approaches its 20th season, it's time to reassess the cast lineup amid the evolution of the fractured Brown family. The show initially centered around polygamist Kody Brown and his 4 wives, Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown, and Robyn Brown. Sister Wives documented the complexities of plural marriage as the family raised their 18 children together while Kody bounced between the 4 households. With Kody as the patriarch, it was easy to see why he held the main role on the show. However, the past several years have seen Kody's idyllic family crumble. his relationship with Robyn flourished, triggering jealousy and accusations of favoritism. Meanwhile, Kody's marriage to his first wife, Meri, was hanging by a thread, and he became estranged from many of his adult children. In 2021, Christine stunned viewers by announcing her divorce from Kody, and Janelle and Meri soon followed. Now that Kody is in a monogamous marriage with Robyn and has little interaction with his children or former wives, I'm convinced a shift in screen time is vital to the show's future. There should be more of a focus on Meri, Janelle, and Christine. They're starting over after divorce. After Christine left Kody, viewers were anxious to see how sister wives would handle her transition to single life. It's been fascinating to see Christine process the trauma of her marriage to Kody, cut ties with her religious upbringing, and prioritize herself for the first time. While the early seasons of Sister Wives focused on Christine's role as a wife and mother, we are now beginning to see who Christine is as an independent woman. With Janelle and Meri setting out on their own too, the three could easily sustain the show themselves. I think viewers deserve to see the long-term effects of polygamy and the pitfalls of leaving plural marriage, both financially and personally. Meri has poured herself into her business Worthy Up, while Janelle purchased a farm in North Carolina. I would be fascinated to see more of their stories now that they finally have the space and freedom to achieve their dreams. Robyn and Kody should be secondary characters. Kody's now estranged from most of his family. Although Kody was once the lovable head of the family, his reputation has changed drastically in recent years. His preferential treatment of Robyn made him a terrible husband to his other wives, and during COVID-19, he imposed strict rules that kept the family apart while he quarantined alone with Robyn. Kody hasn't taken accountability for the damage he's done to his children, leading to estrangement with little hope of reconciliation. They rarely interact with the rest of the family. I believe a reduction in Kody's screen time would be a welcome change. He and Robyn don't seem particularly happy together, and most of their time is spent bemoaning the other wives' decisions to leave him. They rarely interact with the rest of the family. Kody and Robyn have little to offer the show at this point, and they should be demoted to secondary roles. Fans are still interested in the Brown family. The show still has a lot to offer. Although the Brown family's unexpected dissolution changed the fabric of Sister Wives, I think the show is now more enjoyable than ever. As the Browns peel back the layers of their complicated family dynamic, fans are fascinated to learn more about what was going on behind the scenes. More importantly, they want to see where the family goes from here as they pick up the pieces and move forward. Kody may have started the Brown family, but Sister Wives was always a show about Meri, Janelle, and Christine. They learned to navigate the challenges of plural marriage, and now they're reclaiming their agency as they branch out on their own. With Kody no longer serving as the glue that holds the family together, actually bearing the responsibility for tearing it apart, I think the best way to move forward would be for him to step aside and finally allow his ex-wives to take center stage. Sister Wives has had an incredible run, and even though I want to watch Kody Brown on screen for as many years as I can, I think the show needs to come to an end before it's too late to finish things with grace. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, there's been a lot of drama about the separation of the family. Kody and Robyn Brown have been up against Meri Brown and Janelle Brown surrounding their stakes in Coyote Pass. While Christine Brown and David Woolley have been acclimating to their marriage, the rest of the Browns have been struggling. Despite knowing that Sister Wives is changing rapidly after seeing the breakdown of the Brown family, it's clear that there's the possibility for the show to continue in a very different way than it's been over the past several years. After Kody's divorces changed the DNA of the series once, his difficult post-marriage relationships with his ex-wives could impact the way the show presents once again. While I love Sister Wives and would selfishly love to keep it on the air forever, I think it's time that the show came to a graceful end before anything else changes too dramatically. Although I think I could watch Sister Wives forever without getting bored or losing interest, I think it's time for the show to come to a natural end. Sister Wives has had a monumental run. It's been a reality TV game changer. Sister Wives may be on its last legs in terms of the connection that the Brown family shares, but it's been a game changer for the reality TV landscape. While the Brown family has been sharing the way their relationships have changed through the years, it's also been able to give viewers an inside look at plural marriage that they never would have been able to anticipate. Sister Wives has been able to shine light on a subset of relationships that hasn't been heavily featured before, and for better or for worse, has changed the game in terms of reality TV docuseries. Sister Wives should come to an end before things get worse. The family's too separated to fix things. Although Sister Wives season 19 has been interesting, the last several seasons of the series have been more about Kody's divorces than plural marriage itself. While the lies and deceit from Kody and Robyn have been exposed in a new, exciting way each season, there's only so long that the show can rest on its laurels in that way before it becomes stale. Even as the relationships crumble, it's becoming clear that some major pieces of Sister Wives have had to change. With Sister Wives heavily focused on the fact that Kody's marriages to Meri, Janelle, and Christine have come to an end, the family has been spread out across the U.S. in a way that's changed their interactions more than their relationship statuses. As Kody and Robyn remain in Arizona, Christine and Meri are in different parts of Utah, while Janelle is in North Carolina. The show doesn't seem feasible to continue with so much distance, and that could make it tough for stories to seem natural or organic. Sister Wives could end on the cast's own terms. They could choose how to leave. Although I think I could watch Sister Wives forever without getting bored or losing interest, I think it's time for the show to come to a natural end. With the former family so spread apart, Kody and Robyn struggling to continue to find a reason to share their lives, and viewers more interested in Kody's ex-wives overall, it feels like Sister Wives has come to its natural conclusion. While I'd love to see the Brown family in different iterations of their own shows, I think the original series has run its course and should try to end on its own. Sister Wives star Meri Brown is showing a new version of herself following the latest preview for the second half of season 19. Kody has been questioned by some of his ex-wives regarding the division of the Coyote Pass property. Janelle is already taking legal steps to fight Kody for the property, and it seems Meri is getting inspired by her actions. Kody Brown and the Coyote Pass division. The division of the Coyote Pass property has been the center of discussion over the recent seasons. During a January 19th episode, Janelle told Christine she hired a lawyer to protect her share of Coyote Pass. The Sister Wives star was upset by how Kody was not dividing the land equally. Janelle then revealed that the property was finally paid off, but her ex-husband doesn't seem serious about selling it. She explained, "So we own, in total, about 14 acres out at Coyote Pass. The way it's titled, if we were to sell it right now, Meri would get compensated for like an acre and a half of the whole 14. Janelle emphasized that Meri would be at a great disadvantage, and it seems she's finally taking action in the second part of the season. Meri finally stopped trusting Kody and Robyn? TLC recently released a preview clip from the second half of Sister Wives season 19. The trailer shows Janelle telling the cameras that there's no way she'd move on as long as the property remains a source of contention. A scene was later shown featuring Meri telling Janelle that she's mad. In a separate clip, Meri revealed, "I'm gonna have to get some lawyers involved." Her voiceover was later played, saying that there are a few things she will fight for. Meri then shaded Robyn, saying, "There's so many people that are like, she was a liar. She was manipulating." The preview also showed Kody telling in his confessional that he's not trying to rip Meri off. Robyn later appeared and said she's always had Meri's back even when others are plotting against her. Meri then fired back, saying that she and Robyn had a bond, but she's now questioning it after she ghosted her. Sister Wives. How's Meri Brown today? Meri is now embracing her new life after leaving Kody. She currently lives in Utah and has been spending more time with her friends. Recently, the Sister Wives star opened up about the struggles of growing up in a plural family, adding that they always had to be quiet about everything. The former first wife of Kody is currently not in a relationship after calling it quits with Amos Andrews, whom she dated for several months last year. Meri fell in love with traveling and is often at her favorite vacation place, Cancun, Mexico. Subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Always be the first to get news. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.